watching a film with friends, missing VHS videotape repeating.
Welcome back, Family Crew, Crews and Peeps. Today we're looking at Children of the Corn 4, The Gathering. Frightfully entertaining, Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror Films. Based on the story Children of the Corn by Stephen King. Dimension Home Video release. That's a little damage there from the basement flooded many years ago. Still has the proof of purchase. In a sleepy Midwestern town, a horrifying evil is about to rise again. Nothing can prepare you for the onslaught of spine-tingling thrills unleashed in Children of the Corn 4, The Gathering, the latest and most chilling chapter in the widely popular Children of the Corn series. The horror returns when the children of a small Midwestern town are haunted by an unspeakable evil that lurks somewhere out beyond the cornfields. A bright young medical student must solve the frightening mystery that plagues the children before a sinister stranger can claim their souls for his own. It's a pulse-pounding race against time and terror that will leave even the most die-hard suspense fans on the edge of their seats. The harvest of evil continues, quote, World of Fandom magazine. Written by Stephen Berger and Greg Spence, directed by Greg Spence. Dimension films on the internet, 85 minutes, color, hi-fi. So as with Children of the Corn 1 and 3 VHS cassettes, this is one I got for Christmas in 1996 when I was a freshman. I got like 18 or 20 VHS tapes that year. I asked for pretty much nothing but movies, most of which were horror movies, so this is my original one. Again, this one's been damaged from when my basement flooded years ago, got stuck with other tapes. I don't just really enjoy Children of the Corn like that. But I do have a spare sitting right here, which the back is in much better condition, but it's got, this was a previously used rental copy. So of course I got to keep my original one, because it's my baby. I like this movie a lot. Obviously after the third one being, in an urban setting, this one goes back to the cornfields. This is the first time I noticed and saw Naomi Watts. I'm not sure if it was her first movie or her first starring role in the movie or anything like that, but when she started getting big a couple years later, so this was 96, so she started getting bigger, I'd say around like The Ring or Mulholland Drive. I always think of her as being the chick from Children of the Corn 4, because you kind of correlate the person with what you saw them in first. So I still, whenever I think of Naomi Watts, I think of Children of the Corn 4. So I have so many tapes to do, hundreds and hundreds, dare I say thousands. I don't know if I want to do separate tapes, for different versions, but might as well talk about this one too. Instead of doing this and then doing this, we'll just do it together, save time. So this is a demo tape, not video box art, which ended up being a lie. The latest chapter of the chillingly successful Children of the Corn series. Heard that already. Again, a full-length screener for video retailers only, and then people like me who get them off eBay years later. Reap huge rental profits with this terrifying tale. Wildly successful Children of the Corn series. Extensive trailering on smash hits from Dusk Till Dawn, Halloween the Curse of Michael Myers, and White Squall. One of these things is not like the other. Halloween, Curse of Michael Myers, we've talked about on the channel from Dusk Till Dawn. Maybe we have, or I know definitely we will. 90-day pay-per-view window. Super buyback program ensures rental profits. We're so sure this movie is going to rent that we're offering it in a 2-piece pre-pack. And if you don't see great rentals, you can sell back to BVHV, one of his own video, for $24 each. Any tape purchased in the specially marked 2-piece pre-pack 60 to 90 days after street date, between December 7, 1996 and January 6, 1997, a super buyback certificate will be included in each pre-pack. Ask your distributor for details. Subject to change. Get back $24 per tape. Keep in mind, for those of you who don't know, I don't think I've ever looked at that, who don't know that these tapes used to cost rental stores upwards of $100, like $78, $80, $90 to buy one tape, because obviously the retailers, video chains are going to rent them out for $3, $4, $5 a piece hundreds of times. So a tape like this would cost them $100. Really, they'd get this one for free, shipped to them. They'd use it to see if they want to pick it up for their store. Then they buy more copies. Something like that, But it's always cool having both editions. Kind of like, as we'll see here in one of the next videos. We have those two as well. Same thing, we have 2 copies of Halloween 6, we have 2 copies of Halloween H2O, one a demo, one non. But I just think it's really cool having both. I don't recall if Dimension always did a thing where they always released a widescreen version too. Maybe they weren't doing that quite. Well, I guess they probably would have because The Crow was. But I don't know if these movies warranted a widescreen and a non-widescreen version. If there are, I'll definitely have to look into it. What was interesting is when I rip content off these, I've been rewatching these with my dog Fulci. We've watched 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 as of now over the past couple months. And what was interesting to me is the difference between the title card on this one and the title card on this one. Besides that, I haven't noticed too many other changes, although of course this one does have the running chyron at the bottom, talking about, call this number if you got this table legally, etc.
Okay. Well, you do.
I didn't notice it in this one though, of any scenes being in black and white, as I've seen the later ones. In fact, we'll talk about it in this video, but this one does go into black and white in certain scenes, so maybe they started doing that more in 98 and later, because I remember seeing that on a Scream 2 screener copy as well. But Children of the Corn 4, probably 1 through 4 are probably my favorites out of the whole series. This one I've probably watched second to most after the original one. Side there's not too dissimilar. Same thing there, same thing there. Back is obviously definitely different. But I do like this series. It's one that I'll cycle through maybe every 3 or 4 years. I'll go through and catch up on all the newest ones, whatever else. But let's throw some in there too just for fun. Let me know what you guys think on Children of the Corn 4 The Gathering. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. See you next time.